Got to go over to my shitty phone, Huawei, which blurs the shot because the data goes over from that. But you see, rights. This word rights, law, politics. I've been saying to people for years, stop blaming. I don't blame any politician for anything. The people somehow, I don't mean revolution, I believe in only peaceful protest. But there's a peaceful protest we need to have, which is, I think some years ago we were told that adapters that were going to become universal. Well, they're not. There's a con, okay? That's Huawei, right? Fast. To realistically charge your phone, you still have to use the branded, unless you're a real expert and understand everything about amps and watts and all of this stuff, which is one thing I don't understand, you have to use the branded version, which always is 3 times as expensive. But you know, we've gone through years of, that's my little standby computer. I got 2 different chargers. You know, we were told years ago that these things were going to be made universal so that we're not ripped off, but they're always ahead of us. You know, they cleverly, yes, this charger, Huawei phone, right, this charger will charge my Samsung as well, which is my year-old now crap battery phone, right? But it will only charge it at such a rate that you can't actually define it as a charger. You actually have to use the branded one, which is yeah, rights, right? Well, what are rights when everybody's up against? Oh, no. It lives in here. Now, my only conceit is several different hats. That's literally my only conceit. All my clothes. I know what I was going to say. Doing something like a crowdfunding, or even starting a company. I've done it before. That was my original Samsung charger. But after a few months, it's developed an intermittent fault. Only sometimes does it work. So I've got a spare one. I had to buy another one, which was branded as a super fast charger, and miraculously, it acts as a super fast charger. I am the sort of person who wants total and utter openness, because we are surrounded. The whole of society is cheat. It's not a case of I don't want to cheat. I want to not be. I don't cheat. If only people would understand, total transparency, you know, which nobody can understand, is a wonderful fait accompli. I started to write little essays about this 7 or 8 years ago. It's a total fantastic psychological benefit. If you make everything that you are, every single aspect of your life, open, it means you can't cheat. You can't be accused of cheating. You can't be even thought to cheat. Now, there'll be some clever people. I mean, the movie The Grifters was a superb movie about just how clever the con artist can be. Okay, there'll be some people who will even use that model, not that it exists, although I tried to create it about 10 years ago, who will use that model and still find a way of conning people. Now, I would like to have every bank account. I've got about 4 bank accounts. None of them have got anything in them. Okay, I'd like to have every bank account visible to everybody in real time. This project should have nobody over profiting from it. And me, I don't actually want anything other than my expenses. Right, this sounds like I'm getting... But, you know, what are rights? We as people, and even the European Union can't keep abreast of it, are just continually being gamed. We're continually being PR'd to. And, in fact, that is something I would like to do, or try and do, throughout, if I'm going to end up with an actual business that I want to share with people. I have joint shareholding, etc., etc. I mean, the only thing that I have in the back of my mind is I don't like the idea of being 51%. But that's the only way you keep this horrible word control. I don't want control. What you want is a few people who are going to make a deal. The deal is that a certain ethos contained within a few pages of manifesto are always going to be adhered to, no matter what. Actually, that film about is it Washington Post it made 3 or 4 years ago, I can't remember what it's called, exposing child abuse or whatever. That's good, because the end, that kind of is, it's the ethos. You have to, but the problem is everybody's so damn shifty these days, and they are their own little PR guru, and that's going to get worse. An 8-year-old kid was telling me a few years ago how they were given PR lessons at school at the age of 8. How to PR via YouTube. But a totally as people get cleverer and cleverer and cleverer, somehow you have to have the remedy. How do you show people that they can, because you want people to relax. You want people to relax and feel, I'm going to put a bit of money in. I know that I don't have to then monitor that money. I don't, because I can trust them. No, they're going to monitor. They should be able to monitor. They should be able to monitor easily. Exactly. So that's, in a way, although it wasn't really the plan, of why make a film of making a film. Or running a little corporate company entity. Because we have to learn to be authentic. Our children, the next generations of parenting, it has to be done. We have to bring authenticity back into that. Yeah, it has to be authentic. Children ain't stupid. My daughter said, age 5, 6, I just want it to be fair. Exactly. That's it. She said that to a court man who'd been harassing her. I just want it to be fair. She got quite angry. I just want it to be fair. There you go. Everything should be fair. Having everything fair that's what I need help with. Making sure that everybody understands that everything is fair. Then you're not trying to second guess what they're thinking. Do they think I'm ripping them off or misusing their money or whatever? No, it's all so dull. But I ain't stupid. Bruce of Killingfields told me that all his money was stolen by his people. Once he'd made some money, all his money was stolen by his accountant, etc. Oh, the world is full of sharks. You've got to be brutal. Everything. Only one person's ever managed to con me. A woman 3 years ago. God, she PRs herself. That's a book and a film in itself. And I value her. I was her best loyal supporter, even after I discovered this as of a year and a half ago. Clever. Right, that really is it. I am saying nothing more to anybody. They look at my material, get back in touch with me if it's not accessible because of your digital problems at your end. Full fucking stop.